Hey everyone, it's going to be World Physiotherapy Day on the 8th of September, and my mission over the next 8 days is to raise the awareness about neurological physiotherapy. So I'm a neurological physio. My name's Gilly Davy. I am at Connect Neurophysio. I am just in the clinic at the moment. There's a little view of what happens in my clinic. So over the next 8 days, I'm going to provide you guys with a little bit of info about what a neurophysio actually does and some of the things that I think is really important to both the profession and both the public about us. So first things first, who do we treat? You know, what's the type of person that would come and see someone like me? Essentially anyone who has an injury or a disease to the central nervous system or the peripheral nervous system. So anything that's affecting how someone can move around. So we're talking about MS, Parkinson's, stroke, spinal cord injuries, head injuries, peripheral neuropathies, Charcot-Marie-Tooth, things like Friedreich's ataxia, cerebral palsy. So the list can go on and on. There's many conditions out there. But essentially, we are experts of analysing, and we will analyse how someone moves and then be able to, problem solve through that approach. So over the next few days, I'm going to talk a little bit more about how we treat people and, some of the I think gifts and the facilitators that we have as neurophysios. So stay in touch and hopefully you will learn a little bit more about what a neurophysio does. So this is day 2 of building awareness about what neurological physiotherapists do for World Physiotherapy Day on the 8th of September. So I am just fresh from Run Squad and I'm just heading into work now. I think I truly believe that we need to practice what we preach as neurophysios, that we want people to be the absolute best version of themselves, and to do so you need to be physically active, eat well, stimulate your brain. But I think the key thing I want to pass over today about what the role of neurophysios are in rehab is how much hope we provide people. The world of rehab has dramatically changed over the last few years, and even these degenerative neurological conditions, now we have actually got the hope that they can improve. And I think that's really important, that anyone can be better. And neuroplasticity happens all of the time, all of our lives. People don't plateau, they don't stop. So I think it's really important that our role, and people understand that you come and see someone like me and we're going to install as much hope as we possibly can that there is better. I'm very fortunate to work in a place where you walk through the front doors that say, be the best you can be. And I think that's an essence to take, that you can always be stronger, you can always be fitter, which means that life can always be a little bit easier. Hi, so this is day 3 of raising awareness about what neurological physiotherapists do and in neuro rehab. So a common thing that a lot of people ask me is, do I massage people's brain? And unfortunately, no, I don't massage brains, okay? But what I do is I work to the brain from the outside. So neurophysios are experts in creating neuroplasticity. Okay, so that's the ability of the brain and the spinal cord and the peripheral nerves to rewire themselves, okay, to make a stronger connection and a more efficient connection. So this is learning new skills, new tricks, and also learning bad habits. So neuroplasticity can be both positive and negative, and it's constantly happening. So our role is to make sure that we don't have those compensations and the bad habits, that we're trying to get someone to move correctly. So we can be very hands-on, so hands-on facilitating someone's movement, giving them lots of sensory feedback, really helping them to stand up, bracing legs. We can be giving lots of exercise prescription. That's one of the main things we also do as well, is balance retraining, strength training, both from equipment and just body weight as well, using simple apparatus like just bouncy balls and scarves, right up to really complex stuff like technology is really changing the neuro rehab world. So upper limb games on computers, reaction speed, technologies like Rex Bionics, which I use, which are robotic exoskeleton, and all these things that can be used. So when you go and see a neurophysio, they've got many tools in their toolbox that they can access to treat you. So it's not necessarily what we do for our treatment, but the how is about creating a positive neuroplastic change. So that is top tip from day 3, and we look forward to speaking to you on day 4. So this is day 4 of me raising awareness about neurological physiotherapy for World Physiotherapy Day on the 8th of September. So one of the main things that we have a role as a neurophysio is education, and this is in many areas, but my real true belief is that, you know, the client who comes to see me, the individual who comes to see me who is living with the MS or the Parkinson's or the stroke, they're the ones who's living with it. They need to leave my service of care knowing absolutely as much as I know, and if not, something more than what I know. Because it's kind of irrelevant for me to know all this amazing knowledge if I'm not passing it on. So I'm a true believer that knowledge is power, okay? So being able to provide that role as an educator. Also, my role as an educator is that I provide education to other health professionals. So I've just delivered a live webinar over to an Australian group of neuro practices over there, and I have the privilege of running webinars and talks and courses, you know, and that's the stuff that as professionals we get involved in, that we're not only educating our clients but also the public as well. And this is something that these short little video clips are trying to do, is raise awareness about our role as a neurophysio and how much people can benefit. You know, simple things about fatigue management. You know, someone with a neurological condition who's likely to be struggling with fatigue, there's some really simple but very effective ways to manage that fatigue. So yeah, education, I would say, is probably at least 50, if not probably 70% of what I do, because that is going to provide that empowerment. Hi, so this is day 5 of raising awareness about what neurological physiotherapy is and does for World Physiotherapy Day on the 8th of September. So today's topic is problem solving. So as a neurophysio, I believe that I'm a bit of an expert in problem solving, because essentially people come to me with problems. They come to me with issues about the things that they're struggling with, or, you know, where they want to be, where their goals want to get them, but they just can't see the path of how to achieve that. So problem solving, a couple of things is, you know, I assess what people do and look at, you know, is it making their transfer easier out of bed? Is it getting into the shower easier? Is it being able to walk better? And, you know, helping to solve, you know, how that can be better. And is that by strengthening or exercises or adaptive equipment, or just by doing something a slightly different way? And that's where also as neurophysios we work very closely with occupational therapists, looking at equipment and things around there. So my role is, you know, how to break down barriers. A lot of people come to barriers, you know, barriers about exercise, how they can't get there, how they can't afford to do it, and the time, and trying to work around those barriers. So I really love it, because it also means as a problem solver you treat everyone individually, and that is a real key thing about neurophysio, that every neurological condition is different to some extent, because it's the individual we are treating and not the condition. See you day 6. Hi, so this is day 6 of raising awareness about neurological physiotherapy, and what I want to talk today is about neurological protection. The main thing that is going to protect your brain and keep those axons, to keep the nerves there, is actually exercise. And one, it's about exercising hard enough to get out of breath, but also about exercising to learn something different. So just behind me here is actually my mum's Nordic walking group. I'm over in the UK at the moment, and Nordic walking is a great thing of, we do walk, you know, everyone walks, that's relatively easy to do, but to actually learn a new skill about walking, and Nordic walking is quite technical, and that is one of the best things that's going to protect your brain as you get older. Working, exercising 3 to 4 times a week to get out of breath, and also learning something new. Hey, so this is day 7 of raising awareness about neurological physiotherapy, and one of my main roles as a neurological physio is about motivating. It's really difficult, you know, being diagnosed with a neurological condition, and that unfortunately no neurological condition to date is actually curable. So all of them people do have to adapt and live the rest of their life with that condition. So my role is to really motivate people through that rehab progress. That might be something initially, you know, to get someone back on their feet and get going, but also through the years to make sure that they are achieving what they want and they are living that quality of life of what's important to them. So from coming to see me, we'd be setting goals together and helping you work through that process. So lots lots of motivation, lots of accountability. We all need a bit of accountability at times to make sure that we keep going on track. So that's a role that you will get from your neurophysio. Happy World Physiotherapy Day. It's the 8th of September and I've been on a little mission about raising the awareness of neurological physiotherapy. I am really passionate about empowering someone with a neurological condition to achieve better, to achieve that better quality of life, and that they can continue to live out the dreams that they want. It's really important for the person living with a neurological condition to believe in hope, and that plateauing, I don't believe, really actually happens. Like, everyone has the ability to keep on improving, both mentally, physically, throughout the rest of their life, to keep achieving what they want to achieve. So if you have a neurological condition, or you know someone who has a neurological condition and they have not yet been to see a neurophysio, then please encourage them, help them to find one, because you'll be amazed at the small to the massive impacts of the quality of life that we can have. So go and speak to your local doctor, or even look on your local internet search to see if you can find someone. So thank you very much for listening in, and if you do have any questions about neurological physiotherapy and its impact of how it may help you, please visit the website Connect Neuro Physiotherapy, and I look forward to speaking to you.